everybody, Stormcat here, and it's another day for the Division 2. And also on today's note, Mobcrush has finally made themselves free for Streamlabs OBS users, which is a nice little bonus. Means that I'm actually testing this out to see if it's worthwhile and it could be worth it to use it in Streamlabs, multi-stream, all that good shit. So yeah, today is nothing more than just one big ass test day. So hopefully it holds up together, but we'll see. That being said, it's also going to be slightly bit of a grind today too, because I just want to knock out a few things. I've gotten all the way up to the final boss in the raid. All the groups I'm a part of, it seems, just can't kill the final boss, and it's like, it sucks, because that sets me back a whole fight. I lose out one key for the week, don't get a chance to open up the chest for Eagle Bearer. You know, it's one extra boss. I won't be able to get blueprints for the raid sets or even just getting a raid piece to drop. It's the little details, but hey, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Pain in the ass? Maybe. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. So for the long and short of it, the cut and dry, we'll see how it all goes. But in the interim, I still need a shit ton of crafting materials. I know, I get some occasionally from completing missions. It's always nice. Could probably stop by a couple checkpoints, see what I can get from there, because they do have a couple material cases around. So yeah, it's just a matter of a farming day. It's laid back, it's easy, it's Memorial Day. Thanks to all our servicemen and women out there. We salute you, we respect you, and thank you for your service. How the hell's the... I don't come to this control point often, so did I get everything already? No, I don't think I did. Oh wait, that's right, this is in the back. That's why I always keep missing it. And it shows you how often I ever come to this control point. Even though I may have it, I'll just like always forget about it, ignore it. I'm to the point now I dismantle more things than I actually pick up. Looking for those god roll pieces. Practically dismantle every single purple I come across. Minus a couple. I do have a couple purple backpacks, but that's just because I've got extremely high headshot damage rolls on them. So I like to stick with those. Question is, do I want to try and take over another control point or just keep juggling between them all? I'll probably just keep juggling between them all. Keep it simple. You know how the old adage goes, keep it simple, stupid, shithead, take your pick. More titanium and electronics. Anything decent? Nope. So we dismantle. To quote Destiny, dismantle mines, yes? No, in this case, dismantle weapons, yes? Let's go, let's jump into a mission. Or, strike stronghold, stronghold. Actually, no, this isn't a stronghold, this is a standard mission. Challenging for the extra shade supplies because I'm still technically unlocking Demolitionist, though it's practically done. I only need like, I think 3 more unlock points and I'm done with it. And it's always nice to help out others with it too, so I always matchmake for missions after I've done my invasions. Heck, even when I do the invasion for the week, I always matchmake it. Now, if I'm with clientmates, depending on who I've joined, depends on whether they matchmake or not, but me personally, I always matchmake for missions. Does it make them harder? A little bit. Scales them up to how many people you have in your group. But I'm fine with that, because it means more loot drops, more people. You make a mistake, it's not like you get rolled back to the previous checkpoint. You have a chance to recover and keep pushing forward.
You have received an invite to another agent's group.
And sometimes you get lucky and join other people's matchmaking groups that are already up and running, so. In this case, we're still at the beginning though, so I'm fine with that.
They maintain this outpost. Presents to be a direct threat to the campus.
Okay, he blew that up. Nope. Damn, I was a little too high on that. And that was a little too low. And there we go. I'm surprised somebody's using a damager hive. I haven't really seen that in a while. Got it. That's what I wanted to do. Break the defib and then finish him off. That's in case I missed my shot. If his defibrillator is broken, he can still go run over and res somebody else. So it's always beneficial to break a medic's defib if you get the chance to. If you see the riot foamers, always break the backpack. Always fucking break the backpack on them. It just makes everything like 100 times easier when you're trying to do the fights. It makes the difference between whether you're actually getting hit in the face with, you know, a bunch of riot foam that basically stuns you, breaks you out of cover, makes it impossible to, you know, hide and stay alive, or whether you actually manage to kick people in the face, shoot them, and all that crap. Where's that gonna land? Okay, I can bounce there. I swear Nemesis is still an amazing exotic sniper. Like, I already enjoyed using like sniper builds, but then running around with Nemesis in the process of it, oh, so good. It'll be even better once I get my full raid set for sharpshooter. Then it'll be twice as useful. Because right now it seems like either merciless builds or AR builds, occasional LMG build, are like the king right now for damage output in the raid. It's basically you gotta go glass cannon or else, you know, you're not gonna get far. Especially with first boss. First boss is a pure DPS check. So yeah. He's just managing to stick with it. He should be the, yeah, the engineer. Shit. I think he's attacking me right now. Oh, he's down low. Okay, that should make the things start attacking others. Yep, called it. And his scattermine blew it up. Shit. And, oh wait, that's Bruiser. Wait, that didn't break his helmet. There we go. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You just now realized. There we go. Break it early. And cooldown's still gonna be ridiculous, but oh well. And the plus side getting the high ground means we get the minigun. Are there any elites in this pack? No, there are not. I can't believe I missed that shot. Oh, okay, that's how I was gonna do it. It's actually kind of a good idea. Let the hive do half the work. Good. Just outside his turn radius on the damn minigun. I do like almost 100% extra damage to elites because I have like 90 something damage to elites overall between all my pieces. I have like 33, 39 maybe. I have to look again on my face mask, plus the extra 7 for it being Badger tough. So yeah, I have like a ridiculous amount. And that's like not including the extra hard hittings I have on most of my pieces. Plus right now I'm rocking the, what is it, Unstoppable? I think it's Unstoppable. Should be Unstoppable. It's Unstoppable. So I get the extra bonus weapon damage for armor. I don't have like crazy high armor right now, but it's enough. It makes do. Oh shit. Specialty ammo. See, I like to keep this slight realism of the fact that you can have +1 in the chamber, plus a full magazine. So yeah, even when you reload and let's say you got like a 40 round mag, well, you can carry 41 because you can also carry the one in the chamber. Okay, it's kind of bugging me. I can't see that like I used to. Problem solved. Ooh, they're all kind of grouped up. I don't know what's crazier. Blowing up a bunch of people with a grenade launcher round or getting multiple people in a row with a single TAC-50 shot from sniper, bleh. English is hard. Sharpshooter. I don't know, I'm kind of torn between the two. They're both fun to see and do. Damn, put that right over his shoulder. Didn't charge it enough. There's the headshot. You know, like when I'm running an actual sharpshooter specialization and I get the bonus headshot damage and everything else from it, I can get at least 200 extra damage, or it's like I have a ridiculous amount of overall headshot damage combos together. Oh wait, somebody else is running sharpshooter. Because that's a scanner drone. I'm gonna pull out TAC-50. He's probably just started playing too. He's still running bolt actions and a bolt action rifle and of course the TAC-50. He hasn't had Nemesis because anyone who's got Nemesis guaranteed runs it. It's just that fucking good that you just, if you enjoy playing snipers, you can't switch off of it. Richter Kaiser. 27% damage to elites. Yeah, no. It's not bad on the percentage, but that's more like the average for the percentage.
True sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased security. Isaac can't access data on this location. Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into.
Oh shit, it still hasn't reset everything from yesterday. Damn. Yeah, because in the missions you can loot all the crates, but they're like on a 24-hour timer. So if you've already looted them once in 24 hours,
DC-62.
you're not gonna be able to loot them again.
Heads up.
So yeah.
Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the truce.
And we gotta remember roughly when you go through the strike 2 or mission, so we can remember like, oh hey, I've already done this, so I can't come back through again. Or at least I won't get loot again. So, for a habit, I always open up the doors for everyone. Check the rooms. Because even if I can't open them, somebody else probably can. Do I have another crate? Yes! Oh, this is gonna be good. Aww. I didn't get any kills from that? Damn. Oh, there's a lot of high ends and or elites. I don't know why I'm calling an elite high end. Oh shit. And of course I get stuck.
Serious trauma detected.
That's I'm screwed, probably. Nope, just barely. Then I get stuck after the fact. I'm not even too sure how the hell that worked, because he wasn't exactly shooting at me. Unless somebody cracked open his case, that probably would have done it. Ooh, that's a big amount of heal for that. I might want to put skill on one of my other pieces. Get 2 really good skill power rolls on stuff. That's a grenadier or a tank. Yep, tank with grenades. Can I shoot his back? No, I can't. He turned. Swarm control. Oh, extra charges. No. There we go. Break his back. Heracles goes with skill power. Okay. And opportunistic, which I already use anyways. Or like to use half the time anyways. Oh, yeah. There. There should be another crate. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've already looted that one.
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those loaded with DC-62.
Okay, so he's down there with damn drone.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
Aw.
You think closing the tunnel was smart? Fuck you. You slot yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
Oh, that was good. Okay, there they are. I was wondering when the next wave was gonna come in. So I put, yeah, I want to scoot the drone farther up just because where it was doesn't get every angle or corner. I kept wanting to do, like, you know, explosions and shit like that, but this is why I wanted to hang off on it, because these guys come in eventually. And it helps to clear them out if you save a few. Nice, they stopped his incendiary throw. Alright, they broke his armor, and I take the shot right in between.
From the campus is taking position inside the memorial.
Ranger on a fucking pistol. I already have Ranger on another one. Dealer guard. Nope. 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 Not better. It's a big negatory, Big Ben. And of course, everybody getting the specialty ammo. Incendiaries there. There are literally 3 incendiary ammo points in here. Let's see if I can get to number 2 before it kicks me out. 3, 2, 1. Alright, I got 2 at least. Would have been nice to get all 3, but I can live with 2.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sons infrastructure. We confiscated a massive cache of chemical weapons and
Let's see how
eliminated the
everyone
stronghold
played out
on the
here.
campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives.
Gold
today.
stars next to the thing means you did the best at that specific thing. Right now it stands that I'm at the highest on damage. Probably because I was here the longest. Ish. But at the same time I wasn't, because the group really was started by the Arcano, I think. One of these guys. But yeah. And then when you're done looking at it, always make sure to close and dismiss.
Is no longer in your group.
That way it won't be annoying you and constantly
You are now group
up there
leader.
and driving you crazy.
You have left the group.
Actually, wait, did that give me the 8 that I need? No, I'm still at 6. What the fuck? Unless 6 is all I needed. Only one way to find out. And that's literally run back to the White House. It's 5 and that's a 3, so... To the conflict one at least. Surprised it hasn't given me the extra 2. Maybe because it's not a stronghold? I don't know. Well, let's test the theory out. District Union is decent for testing things. That Cave Ocelot. Afternoon Cat. What's up, Cave? Nice to see you around. Surprised my super chat didn't pick you up. Oh, it did. I think it's just being stupid. Oh, wait, that's why it's not showing up. And unblock. That feeling when you remember that the browser that the unified chat came up in is actually your browser you normally have ad block on. A rip. But anyways, it's good to see you around, Ocelot. Hopefully your day's been going good. Alright, now back to what we were about to do. So, I'm supposed to get unmarked shade supplies, which are supposed to be the, quote, unlock points. Let's see if it actually does that. I'll just stick with hard for now. Challenging's fun and all, but I just want to see if I can at least get the points. Cave Ocelot. It's been slow. Just playing vanilla WoW here and there.
Backup request.
There's one good thing about still keeping the restream bot in chat and whatnot, is that it will highlight everything over on each side in their actual chats. Of course, now everything's gonna like double up and whatnot, but you know what? It's all good. But nice. Hopefully, and this is a big hopefully, with the classic servers, some of the benefits from the new stuff they still keep, but they try to, at least when it comes to the talent system and some of the old setups with the missions and the world, hopefully they keep some of the stuff true, but you know, matchmaking and dungeon queues, at least they keep some of those features, because those features were in fact nice. Oh, yeah, that's one of the things I need to check. Where the hell is it? There it is. Properties. True, it's browser based. I'm gonna have to mess some more with Mobcrush. See if there's a way to change settings for certain things. Join that while I'm at it. Seriously, there's not a single damn person trying to do this. Okay, fine.
Supplies detected.
Well, if that's the case, then we'll fucking do... I know guaranteed Capitol Hill is one of the daily missions today. So I'll just redo Capitol Hill. Even though I kind of screwed myself out of guaranteed getting all the points I needed, because I was still sharpshooter when I did this mission for the daily. Instead of switching back over, and I was like, I didn't think about it.
Nearby.
till too late and was like, oh crap. And it's just the little things that you kind of forget to do. Chaos a lot over on Twitch. I also hope they keep some of the modern stuff while keeping the old quest and talent system. Though I will like the option of switching on auto loot without having to hold shift. That's kind of been a thing for a while. You just have to tell it which way you would rather do, whether you'd rather auto loot all and then have to use shift to like not auto loot all, or you know, vice versa. Unless it's been something that only popped up since, you know, like, I don't know, TBC, not TBC, fuck, God, I'm literally drawing a blank on the middle, like Cataclysm. Unless I brought that, like, that specific alternating between the two in Cataclysm. But I know auto loot's always been a thing from the very beginning. Oops. No, I don't want to do challenge. I was crazy enough before. I only need to do hard mode this time.
Invite to another agent's.
Soxy pants. I swear, some people's names. I'm pretty sure people would probably make fun of mine too, but you know, hey.
Taking the capital will deal a huge blow to the truce.
God, this is gonna be entertaining as fuck.
Priority is to get back the briefcase president.
And they're probably gonna die to the C4. Yep. I've made that mistake before. I have literally made that mistake before. Walk up there, jump up, and C4 charge blows up and kills you. Chaos Vanilla to Wrath of the Lich King. To activate auto load, you would have to hold shift while tab up beyond go to interface. Have to do the automatic auto load. Huh, okay. The little things. Okay. Damn, missed the defib on him. Not gonna have an angle on those. So I'm gonna put the ones over here. Oh. See if that'll reduce some of my processing needs here. Wait, shit, I'm still on Discord. That moment when... There, that should cut down a little bit on... What the... Oh, shit. And I don't have... Okay, good. That broke his helmet. Damn. And this... breaks him. Getting stuck on things. Actually, now that I think about it, this is probably gonna lag everybody for a bit. Hopefully I won't have any drop frames in the process. Yeah, that's what I thought. I really hate it when it does that. There we go. Alright, problem should be alleviated. A bit. Alright, there's the medic. Seriously. There it is. Defib's gone now, and now he's gone. Okay, also on Overwatch, apparently my endorsement went back down to level 2. Yeah, that's one thing that I've constantly been, like, I want to call it elo hell, but technically it's not. Right around endorsement 4 to 3, constantly having that flip-flop back and forth. Literally would go up to 4, and then, like, sometimes the next day I would go back down to, like, a 3. And part of it is that every time somebody, you know, throws a report at you, it knocks your, like, it counts points against you, like a score against you, and then eventually, if it gets low enough, so below a certain threshold, bleh, English is hard, then it'll kick your endorsement ranking down a level. And back and forth. It goes back and forth. So yeah, you can go up and down based off of the threshold you meet. So yeah, it's faster to go down than it is to go up. Oh shit, he's right there. He literally blended in the background. I did not fucking see him at all.
That was the last of them. You should have a clear approach to the entrance.
Then it's time to get in there and finish this.
Okay, maybe that Reinhardt reported me because he didn't think I liked his armor. Honestly, I would probably say no. However, it's more likely than not that somebody just got pissy because of how you were playing or something and reported you for that or something else. It can get like stupid sometimes. More mistakes were made by another person. At least I know not to stand in front of the fucking, you know, close-in weapon system. The minigun that they basically had sitting there.
Just detonated in the rotunda.
They're inside. Move to intercept. Electronic signature detected.
That's the RFID code we're looking for. The briefcase must be close. Copy that, Kelso?
Loud and clear. Stand back.
Okay, good. Jammer's down. Break this minigun turret because I really don't want to deal with that right now.
Once you acquire the briefcase, head to the roof of the rotunda and wait for the helicopter.
That mortar team is still up there.
Understood. They'll need to be cleared before the helo can approach.
Oh shit, you can actually fire while you're still in menus. That's awesome. Okay, if that's not a bug, I don't know what is, but that was actually kind of cool. Yeah, okay, well, so yeah, time to get God knows how many endorsements I can get bumped back up to level 3. Ugh. Like, did you just turn level 3, or have you been level 3 for a while now? Because I know in my case, I've been level 3 for a while, and thank God I haven't gotten knocked down to level 2, but still, getting into 4, which, you know, I just got back up to level 4, and now I'll probably get bumped down to level 3 at some point, knowing my luck. And it'll probably be for, like, people reporting me for stupid shit, or just being, you know, asses about things. Abusing the reporting system. What the hell was gonna get?
General, the division most likely has the briefcase.
They'll try to evac it. Do what you can do to delay them.
Sir, yes, sir. We're on it.
Let's see, I've already looted those.
Good visual on the capital.
Please tell me I have it. Yes, I do. Awesome. This is where it gets real fun. Let friendlies cover me from the engineer that was still left. Auxiliary battery for turret, but it's under 800, so no thank you. I also think I already have a thing for the turret, so it's not like I need a second one right now. Now, if there's like over 1,000 skill power on that auxiliary battery, by all means, I'd be hanging on to it. Because right now I only have one auxiliary battery that has well over 1,000 skill points on it, and I think that's for my chem launcher. Let's see, grenade. Up there. Make everybody bleed. purposely shoot the lights because it's like fucking blinding in here. But then if you take out like a couple specific ones, it actually doesn't blind you anymore. I mean, I can't really get an angle on one of them. Because one of them can only really pick up from here. Or at least from this side. There we go. And now it's actually possible to see everything. And not be like completely like flashbang blinded. Well, not maybe that bad, but close enough. So yeah, ooh, Persephone, SMG damage explosive, no thank you. Yeah, the Araldi armaments, or the AA ones, the Araldi holdings. Always use them just because I have a, like I said, I'm running around the Nemesis. And snipers are kind of a thing I enjoy using, so I always have the bonus going for that. Though I might sacrifice it here at some point just so that I can start building the raid pieces. Because I do have like 2 or 3 pieces to the raid set. I'm just shy of getting the marksman damage bonuses.
When the roof is clear, send up a flare to signal us.
Kick the door down. Wait, who the hell got hit with that then? Nobody? Alright, you're down. No, I get the credit for the kill. When I literally kill steal somebody else's, you know, hit. I'm not even in sharpshooter, so I don't get the bonuses for like stability and other crazy shit. I also those damage numbers. Yeah, let's just put it this way. The weapon I'm using itself has a output. Granted, I'm not in sharpshooter, but this is just base damage output with current bonuses to marksman rifle damage. 429.6 thousand. To put it into perspective, the highest damage roll on a sniper I have gotten on a bolt action, like the best bolt action you can get in the game so far, is the Model 700, and that is only at 150.7 thousand. Granted, it's probably not the highest it can go, but it's the best I've been able to get on a drop. So that number should like give you a good idea of how much more damage it can pull out. But there is a downside to it. The bullets will stop, and they won't do anything at, I want to say, about 80 yards out. So you do have a maximum distance that it can go. Model 700s and others can get increased range bonuses thanks to mods. Nemesis cannot because it's exotic.
Coming up on those radar trailers.
So yeah, I pretty much capped myself out at like 80 yards, which is more than you'll need in most fights. If you really want all the long range shit, you can use the Model 700, TAC 50, take a pick. But yeah, and of course, speaking of TAC 50, it'd be nice if the devs actually gave the TAC 50 a damage bonus to kind of help make it comparable to M32A1, the grenade launcher for Demolitionist, or, you know, the crossbow for Survivalist. Both the others can do crazy number damage, but TAC 50 is like meh. It's honestly better just to use Nemesis for everything instead of TAC 50. Only benefit for the TAC 50 is it over-penetrates targets, so you can literally get like 3 or 4 kills in a row if you're really fucking accurate. Whereas any other weapon, it stops at 1. And perfectly in synced climbing. That feeling when it happens. Reload. Jesus.
Another launch.
Nice. It's gonna slow him down. Oh, he's already dead. How the hell is that a miss? Well, CPU's getting used up a chunk. Alright, now that was just bad. I completely missed him. Here, let's bait the engineer back to the turret. And he's just gonna ignore the turret. Okay. I guess technically I should move the chat over since squad view is on the right. Let's fix that. We're in between things. It's easy enough to do. Alright, where are you? Should be good right there. So many damage. Specialty ammos over there. Probably should be running my ACR since my ACR
One
has
trailer out of action.
close and personal.
Hey, knock out the other one.
Incoming. Maneuvering.
Really wonder if that's from the ray tracing. It's the only thing I can think of.
Another miss.
Of course, I have everything looking good, but I might have to crank some of my settings down. Shit, he's already up here.
Second trailer down.
Fucking hell. Like, pulling down, but it's not doing a damn thing. Yeah, with Nemesis, I just love one-shotting up to elites. Named bosses, most of them I could, if I'm doing solo, I can one-shot named mobs. But when I'm in like a group up to 2, I still can. 3 or more, I can't one-shot most named mobs just because of the armor pool they have on them. But I can usually get them in 2. If it's a tank, roughly 3.
Area secure.
But that's just to break the helmet. So it's like 3 shots to break helmet, or if I'm lucky, 2 shots to break helmet, and then the 3rd shot is a kill. Just because with them, they don't have the extra armor bar like what we have and like what the other mobs have. Theirs is pure just, you know, outside armor plating. So the extra 3 million damage I sometimes do to them is like completely excessive and probably is at least double or triple their entire health pool. Alright, there, his head's gone. Sorry, buddy boy, but this is my fucking kill. Or not. Alright, he'll get the credit for it. Let's see, break the helmet in 1, break his armor in 2. In that case, it would have been 3 total, but yeah. Like I said, named mobs in a big group usually takes 3 or 4-ish. And that's just factoring in the health pool they always do for that bigger group.
General Ridgeway has been neutralized. Of all the toys in my map I've been waiting to knock over,
Seriously.
that fucker was the one.
Everything runs perfectly smooth, but then again, I also am running higher settings, so I might have to crank things down a little bit.
All clear. Then come on home. Let's celebrate.
It always kills me when you're running like by stairs. Sometimes if you go too fast over the stairs, it literally will just, you'll fall like that. Don't need it. Don't need it. And not bad weapon damage, but I have higher. And I don't really use submachine guns that often, even though there's some decent builds out there.
Case is secure. True Sons lost their stronghold. And General Ridgeway has been neutralized. Of all the toys in my map I've been waiting to knock over, that fucker was the one. A lot of good people from my old unit are dead because of him. Some even went over to his side. Set up a flare from the front steps to signal the all clear. And come on home. Let's celebrate.
Let's see. Basically, it all pretty much goes to the one person that already left. For the most part. All the important ones. Damage dealt, kills, and revives.
An agent has
I managed to get
your group.
breaking the armor pieces, weak points. Fewest deaths, fewest damage taken, most damage to named enemies just because of how my build is. Like I said, almost 100% damage to elites. Plus at least 10, maybe higher weapon damage. Already using Nemesis, and that's like ridiculous. But the extra damage to elites, especially on the AR I'm using, I got at least an extra 10-ish for that too. So yeah, all the extra damage to elites translates well into dealing damage to named enemies and other big stuff. Sorry, YouTube, but I'm dropping out.
Safe area detected.
3. Yep, there we go. That was like the last stuff I needed. Alps and an AKM. And China Light Industries. Your weapon handling's not bad, but doesn't fit my build. Yeah, here's part of the sharpshooter set from doing the raid. The Aces and Eights set. I have the backpack. I have the plans to make the chest. I just haven't made it yet. The gloves I've made, or already had as a drop. So I have the backpack. There's the gloves. Chest is next. Once I have it. Of course, I have extra stuff that I don't technically need anymore. Got duplicates in the stash. There we go, and that way I can set that one up. And like I was saying, the reason I have purples, just for, like in this case, this one for the skill power. This one, the headshot damage. That is so far the highest headshot damage I have found so far. I think there's higher, possibly, maybe? Not 100%, but that's what I've found so far. And that's the same thing on this one too. So once I get like practically a god roll piece where I only need to change one thing, then I'm going to slap the extra headshot damage on, because like I said, with my build, with Nemesis, that's like the best output I can put out, is more headshot damage. And of course I keep a few extra things for stuff, whether it's like PvP, out in the dark zone, occupied dark zone, whatever.
Come on over.
Yep, that was the last stuff I needed. Reason I purposefully have held off on using that is actually probably would be beneficial to go ahead and pop it just for second boss in the raid, because that poison shit always like kills me every fucking time. But I've held off on it just because the downside is it only heals about half your armor pool. So unless you're running like a good tanky build with Sharpshooter where you can get like, I honestly forget the name of the perk. It's the one perfect tank perk that like gives you 70% of your armor back before you use a health pack or a armor kit. That would combo really well with the Sharpshooter version, but honestly I just don't plan on building a tank build. Oh nice, now that I'm carrying most of them, they actually show up properly on the wall here. Yeah, it's not going to show Lullaby or Sweet Dreams because I technically changed it over to Lullaby. And Pestilence is up there. Nemesis is up there. Chatterbox. Merciless. Because I have not changed it to Relentless. See, that's the weird thing. If you change the appearance on it, it changes it so it's not showing up on the board. It's just, it's weird. But yeah, Liberty is another one that'll show up here, but I dismantled it so that way I could get the exotic components from it, and I haven't gotten the rest of the stuff needed to make it again, so. It's kind of on my to-do, but not like running out there to fix it up right away. I always do this just because the damage you can do to a named boss, which is like the heaviest of the heavy hitters, is always going to be the best for gauging what you can do. Because, I mean, right now with Nemesis, if I actually, you know, take the time, get the Nemesis proc on it. Let's see if I can even get it. There it is. It's the only downside. It's supposed to be 50 yards, but it doesn't trigger even then, so it's just weird. $3.2 million with this, and that's before triggering the other one. 2.4 on a base one. So yeah, basically one shot named elites when doing solo content stuff. Missed the head on that one. It's the only downside to the one all the way at the very back. I don't care so much for the damage output. Yeah, see 2.1 before triggering the other benefit. 2.4. And then if I can get a proper nemesis trigger, I'll let that roll for a bit. At about halfway, gets to about the maximum percentage count you can get for it. 3.2 on that, and that's just using the Unstoppable Force chest. If I actually switch up to my Elite one, switch from the 10% marksman damage and opportunistic to, not gonna find it, there it is. My 9% with 15 headshot damage. And then we replicate this from start to finish again. There we go. Get the buff to trigger. $3.5 million. In a perfect world, I can literally do almost about 3.5 million damage to a named mob in solo content stuff. Which is why I put heavy emphasis on sniping with the Nemesis. But I'm still not, you know, even if I get in close range with something, it's not the end of the world. Wow, that actually increased. 1.2 million DPS with this. I increased it to more headshot. Oh, gotta reload. Let's try this again. Proper reload. Do about 600,000. I want to get to trigger the closest range one. There it is. Right at about 5 meters. Yeah, just under 700,000. And that's just dealing with the military AKM. If I switch up and use P416. This one's not exactly itemized, or has all the greatest rolls ever, but does have a slightly higher rate of fire. Actually broke the 700,000 barrier. So yeah, it's possible, even though I've got more emphasis on the Nemesis for those heavy shots, perfect against bosses, I can still hold my own at decent ranges.
Hey, you.
Okay. There are not that many people that have a actual fucking name to them. Unless he is the... Let's see if we can confirm something here. Coop Dennison, no. Don't need the perks. Damien. Okay. It's not one of the NPCs you pick up from one of the settlements. And there's an Ethan Michaels too. Yeah, he's got a technician's kit on him. Ish. Research division. Anybody else want to go on a limb besides myself and say that these are probably going to become NPC options for something later on down the line? Maybe. Just maybe.
prices, big selection.
Because you don't technically name an NPC unless you plan to do something with them. Like whether they become a vendor or something else. Alright, let's see if anyone in the PC LFG Discord is actually doing something decent for the raid.
The police used the building as a temporary station during the outbreak. They built some holding cells on lifts under the stage. That's probably where they're keeping the hostages. Go through the lobby and enter the house on the orchestra level. You can gain access from there.
Alright. What's this? You suck so bad, man. This is how you do it.
Nope, this is how you do it. Aw. I didn't outright kill them. I hoped. Okay, so if you're doing the stuff for the classified missions, in here's the little chest, you can see it right there, that you can get the backpack thing from. You have to turn on 2 generators, one of which is up here. And the other is upstairs. And then once you've done that, you'll see the panel turns green, lets you interact with it, and boom, door goes open. And then just loot, get your goodies. I think there's also a comms thing in there. I'm not 100%, but yeah, that's all there. Then you can force this open, give you some free loot. There is a comm thing in here. Let's see, armor, critical hit, cooldown reduction, and no. Alright, purple, purple, regular, regular, and sniper. Grenadier's the most annoying. Shit. Didn't hold the charge long enough to get the one shot on them. Flinch is getting annoying. You stop. At least when you get blinded, it's like a proper fucking blind. It literally makes your entire screen go white. Ah, shit. There we go. And it set off the fireworks crate. No, no you don't. Now you do. Oh shit. It's Beefy boy. And then in here, of course, lootables. Also another comms piece. No, no you're not. Missed the shot. They like wiggle around so fucking much, it's so hard to hit them. Damn, I aimed too high. There we go.
Is it safe? Get us out of here.
Extra armor kits, extra grenades, extra ammo. Tried to get fancy and shoot it out of the air. Didn't exactly work. Yeah, they're too far away for that to work. Missed the headshot. And of course they're gonna heal up. That's what I like to see. Cooldown reduction, no. Nearsighted is an entertaining one. It basically makes it like a better version of an SMG. That's my take on that perk. Oh shit. Old habits die hard. Armor, hard hitting, 496, deconstruct. Like if I got those in 500 with those kinds of stats, I'd be like, okay, I can live with this. Is this opened? Can this be opened? Oh no, it's showing up below me. Okay. It's the only downside with the map. Sometimes it throws me off and like I'll see something and it's like, oh hey, I can go loot it, and no, it's like a level above or below me.
It's open. Come on, let's go.
And if I remember correctly, yep, there it is. I haven't even walked that far. But that is one thing that constantly happens, is if you blow something up and then walk away and it goes into like an area, especially in missions and whatnot, you go into a different area. Then you come back to that same area. Then it kind of like resets where everything was before, and
Hopefully, they'll come work with us.
it makes the explosions again. Annoying as fuck, but hey, you know, that's how they coded it, that's how they coded it. I can't tell if that's coming in or going out. Looks like they're bugged. Oh no, they're heading out on patrol. Usually it'll show you their patrol route. It's not doing it this time. And as fun as it would be to do another +3, I've got all the blueprints I can from doing the fancier, higher leveled control points, so they don't really serve any purpose right now. Basically, if I want to get anything more, I have to do the missions like the Daily Shade Requisition for the blueprints, or complete one of these other ones that gives a crafting blueprint, like this one. Donate Badger Tough Gear. And more knee pads. It's dismantled. Oh, that's why I'm holding on to that one. Do I have enough stuff to actually infuse that finally? Of course I say infuse. They're Destiny 2 talking. In Destiny 2, you infuse things to make them better. In Division, you recalibrate. I'd still love to have the old recalibration station from Division 1 back. I don't mind this one. It's fun, but I'd rather have the better chance of getting your God roll piece and then you just boost it up all the way that you could get in Division 1. Yes, I don't want to switch it for... Nope, because I'm short on ceramics. Again. I'll probably have enough to at least add it to that. But yeah, it's a survivalist gear set. So far I've gotten components to be able to craft it, but I really only have one blueprint for it. And of course negotiated dome. I got that for the first kill I had against Boomer back on week 1. Wasn't able to get farther than that, but at least I got to Boomer down and got the negotiator's dilemma bit. This literally makes you, if you're a demolitionist, this like helps you want to build a tank build or a, you know, explosion build. You don't even have to. I mean, it just basically builds you saying, hey, guess what? You might want to be a tank. Because you launch a grenade at things that deplete your armor. Okay. You get 10 bonus armor every time you cause explosions. You know, explosions caused by the player stack bombardier buff. Each stack of the buff grants raid party members 10% explosive damage, and the player, you, yourself, with 10% bonus armor. I mean, you basically are getting armor back. So, yeah, even if you get your armor depleted, hey, guess what? Explosion gets launched at it. 10% armor. I mean, it's the little things like that that they come up with. I personally can't wait to get the rest of my Aces and Eights set. It's probably kind of hard to tell because of the whiteout since I'm not in survivalist spec, but here, let's... I don't need to be in demo anymore anyways, since I finally got it all unlocked, so I can switch back over to Sharpshooter. Can also switch this up for the Sharpshooter scanner drone, much better version. And now you actually get to see the proper, you know, benefits for it. Weapon handling at 2 set, accuracy on 3 set, marksman rifle damage on a 4 set. 5 and 6 are where it is at. 5 set, flip a card by shooting an enemy with your marksman rifle. Headshots flip 2. If you get a full house, increase the clip size by 100% for 10 seconds. 4 of a kind grants 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. Aces and Eights grants next 5 bullets 100% bonus damage. In most bolt actions, that's the entire magazine. For everyone else, it's the first couple shots. That depends on which weapon they're using. But here's the fun part. Sheriff's Favor. This is when you have a full set. Effective, in this case, since it's the Sharpshooter one, Effects of Dead Man's Hand apply to all party and raid members. So yeah, you can basically buff everybody's damage. For some of the others that run like LMGs, AR builds, it's not going to affect them as much, or they're going to burn through it in a heartbeat. But it's still beneficial to get it. The great things are the increased clip size for 10 seconds and the bonus armor for 10 seconds. Those are going to be the most beneficial for everyone in the raid. And Aces of Eights can still be helpful. I mean, that's double damage for 5 bullets. In bolt actions, or like, let's say someone's using, like me, using the Nemesis, I just go from a 3.5 million damage shot to a 7 million damage shot. And of course, that's with all the procs and everything, but still. It's the little things like that that work. So yeah, I still can't wait to finish building that set. But of course, it requires killing bosses, getting lucky enough to have it drop in. There's 6 pieces to the set. 3 sets total. So 6, 12, 18 total set pieces. Not including what can drop for you. And I technically only have blueprints for a couple of the masks. So yeah, I have the blueprints for the Negotiator's Dilemma mask. So that's 1. I have my current project set, the Aces and Eights chest. Still missing 2 ace marks and some more base materials. Again, a boss kill would get some of the base materials. If I'm lucky and actually manage to get the 4th boss kill, then he can possibly drop the marks I need for this. Plus a new blueprint. And more base materials. Otherwise, I'm just gotta wait till after reset. But that's 2 of the set pieces so far. Tip of the spear. I have the spear tips I need. I just don't have enough base materials. So that's 3, but of course, different set. Only have the hardwired, which is, you know, easy tidal basin mission. Oh, I finally got the Araldi holding gloves I can craft. And yeah, the Aces of Eights backpack, what I showed, already crafted that. That's basically what I crafted, and had I known that I had enough materials and I also had the chest piece, I would have gone with the chest piece instead, because then I could have just used that instead of the Overlord piece I'm using, and that way I could have started building the actual raid set. But, you know, live and learn. Okay, now, there were manhunts out in the Dark Zone. Let us see if they still are, or if they ran off. I know they completed a manhunt earlier. It's a matter of whether the server I get to flop on has manhunts or rogues running around at least.
Civilians in distress.
Wait, is it already time for it to... Oh shit, it looks like it's time for it to cycle over to being occupied. Did it get occupied just yet, or... Because the funny thing is, when you are in the Dark Zone, it actually will alert you if it's occupied already or if it's going to be occupied. NBC's got diddly shit for bonuses. Oh, there's my explanation. Looks like I'd already been occupied. Take her. I'll probably get my ass handed to me in here. We'll see though. Even though it says occupied, I don't think it's fully occupied yet. Because I have not seen a single fucking patrol unless they fixed it and there are not that many patrols anymore. Or it's in the process of getting occupied. Because I've been in a dark zone when it's been on the way to occupation. And it always warn you and count it down, all that good stuff. Either that or the helicopters are a new thing. Since then. No, I see somebody's already fighting here. They're using True Patriot. I hear the mini tank. There's a controller. Yeah, there's a mini tank.
Landmark engaged. Immediate medical assistance needed.
Shit.
Incapacitated. Agent deceased.
No escaping from that. A doggo looking at me from one direction. Damn mini tank I'm trying to take from another. That's right, I haven't been in here in a while and I still have loot to get. Meh. Weapon damage on it is not bad.
Exiting safe room. Engaging landmark.
He's very fucking tanky right now. Of course I have to reload.
Detected. Agent down. Agent. Vital signs 0.
Wait, I still have... No, okay.
Exiting safe room. Landmark engaged.
Throwing it.
Contaminated gear detected.
I hit him.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
They're probably going to come from the safe house.
We're inbound.
Extraction called for.
Stand down.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent incapacitated.
So many fucking ads.
Agent killed.
You really do have to have kind of a tank build for getting right up in there.
Kilo inbound.
Oh, I got DZ ranked down.
Called.
Kilo's ready for pickup.
Yeah, well, the question is, which zone? Because they won't tell you unless you're like right on top of it. So you're pretty much playing a guessing game at that point.
15 seconds and we're outbound.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a landmark right now. Oh, looks like the southern extraction, not the northern.
Extraction done.
Yep.
Hilo is returning to base. Engaging landmark.
Close enough. Actually, get some points for that.
Taking heavy fire. Secure that place. Crossing our lines. Get around them. I'll cover you. Shit, they got one of our
Be nice if I could actually hit my shot.
Echo, under fire. I'm reloading. That's on the way.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. I'll leave these guys alone now.
Contaminated gear.
I've had my fun.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
And almost ranked up too. Or at least got a DZ cache. Now, if they've literally been coming from this checkpoint, I'm gonna be like surprised as fuck. No, wait, checkpoint's a little farther down. Still, case in point, same thing still stands. If they've been coming from this checkpoint, I'll be surprised. But this is the occupied dark zone. Trust no one. So I have to make this slow and steady. See? Already hearing somebody. They're probably way too far outside my range. Oh, looks like they might actually be. Okay, first things first. Make sure nobody's coming out of the checkpoint.
Extraction called for. Helo almost at extraction zone. Helo is on site.
We're outbound in 15 seconds.
Alright, there's my proficiency cache. Now the real trick here is if I can make it into the checkpoint. Nope.
Serious
Oh well.
trauma
I'm fine with it.
detected.
Loading done. Ready to leave.
Agent vital signs 0. Helo is headed back. Entering safe area.
Like I said, I had my fun. I normally like to go rogue hunting, but if it's occupied dark zone, that's pretty much, you know, guaranteed. Go run around and do PvP bullshit. But as I go flying back off to the base of operations, I'm out of time. And this has been definitely a worthwhile test day to make sure that, you know, running Mobcrush works well. Because I know my settings have worked fine with Restream.io. The site I have been using beforehand. They're really good about also keeping automatic, you know, social updates too. Like whenever you go live, automatically post it to certain social medias, including Discord that you have with it. But Mobcrush is nice because it does kind of automate things a little bit better too. So, to everyone that stuck around, popped their nose in, said hi, and whatnot, appreciate y'all stopping by. If you've enjoyed this, smash that follow button. It helps my channel out a ton. And without further ado, I'll see you all next time.